Okay.
All right, we're here. We're here today. We're so happy to be with you back with holistic health on topic. This brings different subject matter to you, things you want to learn, things you want to get tips on, and anything that's in your world. We would like to be able to bring it to you because whatever you do, it does impact your entire health. That's why we come from a space of holistic health. Today, we have a very special guest who specializes in biohacking and mental fitness. His name is Nikola. He comes from Croatia, and we always have Colleen as my co-host, and my name is Karina. And Nikola, welcome, welcome, welcome. I would love for you to introduce yourself to this wonderful audience.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. What can I say? Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be with you today. We are planning this before, and now we are here. And it is a really beautiful opportunity to speak from Croatia. Now I'm in capital city of Croatia with my oldest son, and I live in a small town in Croatia with my family. This is hometown of Nikola Tesla in the middle of Croatia, and I'm very proud to be citizen of Gospić. This is little because of Tesla, and I'm inspired with Nikola Tesla through all of my life. Uh, One of the reasons is also maybe why I love coaching, and I'm in coaching because of his work and inspirations. And I just want to give my contribution to just uh, make this world better place for us.
Well, thank you very much. And yes, you have I've had the opportunity to get to know you for quite a while, Nicola, and I know how amazing your heart is to really want to be out there and help others. And it's quite a privilege to be able to have you here today. You have been in many, many fields, okay? This I know of you. But I'm going to ask you, what inspired you to start to explore and speak about mental fitness and biohacking?
Yes, thank you for this question. And this is my personal journey because everything starts and everything, it's always our experience. Because of our life experience, we just explore uh, some fields that are interesting for us. Mental fitness, through all of my life, I just wanted to find this, let's say, best version of myself. And mental fitness is, uh, for sure, we need to know how to use our positive mindset instead of negativity and negative mindset, and figure out the best solutions at the moment when we need them. Um for me, through my journey, I figured out that life is happening for me, not to me. And I learned lots of things because of my hardships, because of my uh, problems, issues. And every time after that, I got some gift, new experience,
Yeah.
something new that inspired me. I learned something, new strength. And that's because of that, I saw very early that there must be something bigger. We need to see some bigger picture, something that can bring this unity and connection between life, humans, nature, because very early I understood that it must be something better than just survival.
Exactly. Like that is just so true. And through the different types of challenges, most people really first feel that it's being done to them instead of for them. So with a very strong developed mental fitness, you get to understand it's actually the opposite. And so with that understanding, it shifts your whole perception about how not to or not want to be reactive anymore, but to be responsive. So all of that, it absolutely comes into play. And of course, connection. We're all connected because we're all part of everything, but most people have a tendency to have disconnect with everything. They think things are outside of them when it's all inside. So for the audience that here's the term mental fitness, here's the term biohacking. Can you explain a little bit about what mental fitness is from your direction and what biohacking is? Because that's starting to become a very popular word. And the
Mhm.
fact that they are known from your perspective and your training that they are the power pair.
Yes, I combine them, and because everything starts with our mind always. And let's say I love simplicity and simple definitions. And the mental fitness, let's say, is our capacity to respond to life challenges with a positive mindset instead of letting negativity take over. It's about training your brain to work for you, not against you. This is maybe good definition. And when you understand this, you know that you need to find this mental strength and these mental muscles that will open possibilities, and that you will see always something as a solution, not that you see the problems. Usually we see the problems, but it's always possible to see new solution, something new, and find some innovation and explore some situation. This is only possible if we know how to switch in positive state of brain, in positive state of mind. And for, let's say, best result, we need to integrate our body, mind, and soul. Our body is, let's say, uh, biohacking, bioengineering is we engineer our biology. We use our uh, habits to automate our to automate our behavior, because usually we are reactive and we respond, our responses are activated with some outside triggers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if we know how to be proactive, how to be conscious at the moment, then everything is easier. We always we are capable to find energy and solutions in at any moment, you know. And but it's about practice. We need to practice this connection between our mind and between and our body, and integrate this through our identity. And it's possible. It's everything is possible through the practice.
Oh, it's absolutely possible. And, you know, you brought up a very, very important point, which a lot of people kind of want to ignore, that you have to take action. You have to apply yourself. You have to be consistent. And these are things that people try and avoid. They think by osmosis, they hear it, okay, poof, it all changes. It does not. We know better. It is a process. And when people do first get overwhelmed, they underestimate the power of the breath. Breath alone is our life force. So when you hear the expression, just take a breath, there's a reason for it. It can reset you very easily, very quickly. But there's also something that you have that are called PQ reps. I think I've heard
Yes,
you mention before that
yes.
in 10 seconds also can put you from that sympathetic or that fight, flight, survival mode right down into that calm, creative state. Again,
Yeah.
it is something that you have to participate in. Do you
Yes.
want to say a little bit about the PQ reps?
Oh, yes, this is a special program. I'm certified by Positive Intelligence, and founder of that amazing, powerful program is Shirzad Chamine from this company is working in San Francisco, and this is a big community. I really believe that this community is doing amazing work, and the mission and vision is uh, they have a mission to change the world with this new approach. Yes, uh, this is PQ reps are part of that program. This is exercises. The simplest way how to explain this is that we need to bring ourselves through the physical exercises, through the sensations.
Mm-hmm.
It could be visual sensation, it could be physical sensation, it could be uh, auditory sensation. But every time when we know how to bring ourselves in the present moment through this kind of exercises, we also switch in the positive state of mind. And
Absolutely.
we find this balance between our right side of brain and left side of brain. Usually, when we are in survival mode, we use our left side of brain and limbic and emotional parts of brain, and we we are let's say blocking ourselves
Mm-hmm.
uh, with through the saboteurs. This is the so
Right.
also
We actually disconnect.
yes
We
we did.
disconnect ourselves, and the goal is to embody and get back to the connection of our center, our core. And so these are so many different techniques that are possible, but sometimes people need a physical thing they can do to understand, to get a quick feeling, a quick fix, oh, wait a minute, there is something real to this, which helps encourage them to move a little bit more forward on all of that. Um, and a little bit down the road, unless you'd like to demonstrate that right now, just to get a quick little feel for what that is. It's a 10-second thing. So,
Yes, this is something usually we speak about mindfulness meditation, but the thing is that sometimes when through the, let's say, working day, we need to find something that's working and it's fast, and because we can't meditate through all of day. And
mhm.
it is enough to just, you see, it's enough that you rub your fingertips and feel the sensations and texture of your skin, and you can do this gently and it's easy and fast and effective.
Very
But we
effective.
need,
It's
of
very
course,
soothing. And you can do it when you're in the middle of a meeting and you can feel a trigger coming on and nobody has to even know what you're doing. But now you're prepared to respond instead of react.
yes, but it's 20% is inside, but 80% is practice. We need to practice this daily, at least, especially in the morning when we get up, because and we are our mind and subconscious is it's easier to prime our subconscious and everything, our energy, and the best way is to practice in the morning and energize our sage mode. This is how we call this this positive state of mind, our sage mode. And we have through our sage mode also our sage powers that we.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. In the start of the morning, being a holistic health practitioner and ancient spiritual energy healing arts that I do in bioenergetics, I mean, this is the premise of how we recondition or realign or reconnect, depending on what is going on with the individual, to actually raise your vibration. And what that does from the physical point of view, it activates more of the endorphins, but now you're focusing at a higher frequency, which opens up your mind to be more receiving than the fixed mindset of whatever. So you start enjoying the day and set it out. But all these are habits to create. It's not automatic, and one has to be consistent. And over a period of time, it becomes a reality for you where it doesn't seem like it's work. You just automatically do it. It's the tool that you have, that it's part of your beingness. My Qigong master that I study under, he gives us 90 days in order to develop any new pattern. And if you break that 90-day continual sequence, then you have to start the count over. With the 101 breath that I teach people, it's 30 days. It can become one of your entire beings that you just do automatically without even having to think about it. And you can refer back to it. So, yes, it is important. Practice is all about applying, applying, applying. And everybody wants to get away from that part. No, it doesn't work out that way. So, Nikola, you were mentioning, you said a little bit about saboteur, you said about sage, but you are talking about the three core muscles of the root of mental fitness, are you not?
Yes,
The
yes,
saboteur, the sage, and the self-command.
yes.
Do you want to elaborate a little bit on what each aspect has and what it can bring forth once you start identifying and how you can start switching?
Mhm. Yes, the first mental muscle is that we need to know are the saboteurs, and saboteur, we need to saboteur interceptor. We need to develop this ability that this muscle that we know, understand how to intercept and preempt these mental patterns. And this top saboteur is our judge, and he's coming from our analytical part of our brain. This is prefrontal cortex. And I also uh, uh, through my personal experience, our analytical part of brain communicate with our survival, the sympathetic state of being. And this judge, usually we judge ourselves, we judge others, and we judge circumstances. And this is something that is common for almost everyone, because I think that we all have our judge. Sometimes we have, but we need to recognize our judge in us, of course. And the judge is not alone. He has 9 accomplice saboteurs. And
The gang.
yes. And as better we know them and recognize them, it is easier to just preempt these situations and release and bring ourselves in the present moment, because sometimes it's just not we don't have this awareness what's happening with us, and it is not for someone who is not familiar with this. It's not it's something not familiar, of course. And then after that, we have our saboteur. We like I mentioned, we have saboteurs. For example, my saboteur is controller. They have 9 of them. They have names, and the saboteur. Yes, the
Well, when I deal with saboteurs and people don't recognize that they're sabotaging themselves, one way that you can tell that you are, but you didn't know that you are, is when you stop and say, why did I just say that? You were meant to say something else, but something else spits out of your mouth. And it's like, and you pause, why did I just say that? Or why did I just do that? Because the underlying belief system is the one that is controlling until that starts getting changed around. And so one of the ways that I work with that is called language tracking. But it's important to start identifying how you're putting the kibosh on yourself.
Yes, this is true, and this is the reason why we need to understand how this is working, and we need to know how to intercept them, and when we feel some negative emotion, like let's say now that I feel something, because I'm not native speaker, and sometimes it is not easy to translate in my head everything, but I just need to stop myself and recognize this negative feeling and feel the present moment and ask myself, what is the gift in this situation, and explore this situation and bring to myself a positive state of mind. And this is the sage mode, and how to enhance this. The third muscle is like you said, it's a PQ muscle. We need to practice. We need to practice this command mode. As more we practice, we are more capable to bring this positive state of mind on demand when we need.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, by the way, You're doing an amazing job translating into English, Nikola. I just need you to know that. I certainly couldn't translate my English into Croatia. So
Thank you. I need
you're doing beautifully, absolutely
some
beautifully.
sage powers from United States.
But on these self-commands, there can be the most simplistic methods. You know, with ancient wisdom, we utilize the most simplest, purest forms because there's no trying to identify, oh, what was that? What I was supposed to do? How did I go about it? Instead of putting you into linear mode, it puts you into the heart first and to feel that. So it's real easy to all of a sudden just relax a little bit. And there's so many different type of simple ways. It could be with vibration. It could be with just the way you release a breath. You know, oftentimes people will say, okay, so just take a breath. But here's the thing. If you first inhale, what happens when you first get surprised about something or you're shocked or you're uncomfortable? You inhale. So you now still put your system first and telling your mind, oh, there's still a problem. But if you first focus when something feels off, just to let out an exhale,
Yes.
what happens? What do you do when you feel relief? You exhale, and that immediately triggers your mind to understand that everything's safe. And then it starts to switch your physiology. So that's a very simple tip that can be done just like that.
Yes. Breathwork is for me maybe the most powerful way how to bring this parasympathetic state of being, rest and digest. And
Absolutely.
yes, and I love this quote, the key of relaxation is in slow exhalation,
Hmm.
because this is the signal that
Oh, say
everything is
that one more time for the audience so they really grasp what you just said. We know what it means, but not everybody has heard that before.
the key of relaxation is in slow exhalation, because this we need to learn how to really this term conscious breathing, because usually we don't breathe consciously. We this is some we are doing this automatically that we don't, but when we really fully bring full attention and focus how we breathe, because we need to breathe fully with our belly, with our chest. This is a life force, and as
Exactly.
deeper we breathe, and when we uh, slowly exhale, this is a signal for our body that everything is fine, that
Hmm.
we can just enjoy, explore, and that everything is perfect as it is. And the opposite side of this is that we are usually in a sympathetic state of being, fight, flight, freeze, and there is a reason why we have lots of health problems because of stress, because of negative energy.
Hmm.
And through the practice, we just make our life uh, more beautiful, creative. Everything is possible when when we know how to use this uh, natural ability,
Yeah,
because
it is.
we all have the same capabilities, but we don't use them. We don't know. We don't. No one teach us that.
Well, that's why we keep bringing this forward, and we are here to help teach people. So it's not no one is teaching. Yes, we are,
Yes,
but it's not very mainstream, not yet. But
now
that's
is
okay.
now it is better for sure. Uh, when
It's
I
being more
discovered,
accepted. Yes.
yeah, when I discovered this, that was 27, 28 years ago. That was very weird. Let's say that I was almost when I experienced first time in my life flow state, I was almost afraid to share this with someone, because someone would say, "You're really weird, you are crazy," It was
Yeah.
now it is we are more open because science is closer to uh, we we have lots of evidences that
Yeah.
it's really working, and
Science
results we
is
can
catching
measure
up.
it. Yes, we can measure this, and we have MRI imaging. We can see the improvements when we see the pictures of our brain. Someone
Yeah.
who practice this
We
kind of
can actually
exercise.
measure. And
Yes,
so that gives a tangibility to what people is thinking it's intangible just because they can't see it. But it is tangible, just like gravity's tangible. We can't see it, but all the impact is right there. But now we can have science catching up to more and more measurable tests to prove that this is working. And so it is a great time, a really great time, because of how science can measure the frequencies. People didn't understand that before when we talk about raising your frequency. And they're going, oh, wait, that's way out there. No, it isn't. Science proves how your frequency changes when you're negative versus when you're positive. The impact that happens to your physiology is now measurable.
yes,
So, yes, it's more open. And don't worry, Nikola, it's, I've, in my decades of being trained with Sufi, with my, the Sufi master, people for the longest time thought I was caught in a cult, because we're moving energy. We're we're using sound, we're shifting things, and oh yeah. So I understand, but now it's more acceptable, and now it's like even for myself, I'm even more bold in speaking about how spirituality with a practicality is how you shift and change things while we're in this human form, while we're here, and
yes.
that's the purpose. And there's many different methods to go about that. Um, but with biohacking too, there is a lot of kind of a misnomer about that. People sometimes I hear a lot of different things where they think, "Oh my God, what does this mean? I have to go into this particular equipment to try and make this change." But that is not true. These are things when we're dealing with small science steps,
Yes.
we can change our physiology. And because we're the body, we are the mind, but we are the spirit, and in actuality we're really the spirit being this physical being right now. There are many different methods that we can work with this, but one thing that I really would like you to explain why it's really the mental fitness and the biohacking is really the power pair. Why it's important to consider the whole
Yeah,
realm and
I
not
know
just
this
each
from
piece.
my personal experience because 4 years ago I was overweight, I neglected my physical body, and I know how it was, like I said, it's about integration. We need
Mhm.
to use efficiently and effectively together and find this balance between our mind and our body. And what I wanted to say also, it's about we need to understand and find through the coaching and through we need to ask good questions, what's really true, and find these limiting beliefs that are stopping us. For example, consistency is one of the most important keys for this, because we have all tools and everything for free, like fasting, breath work, cold showering. This is something 100% natural, but usually we don't use these tools, and we drink, for example, coffee and some other beverages, or I don't know, we eat processed food, but we really don't need to do this. But this is the problem of lots of addictions today, and through this integration, if we improve every day just 1%, every day 1%, through all year, we will be at the end of the year 37 times better than since we started. 37 times. But if we need to do every day just simple small steps and simple improvements. And if we believe through the process, and if we believe that the process will if we understand that we will through the consistency get finally these results, and it's working, we don't need to do anything else.
That is very true. See, these are all free things that can be done. Everybody is capable of just this. It is about application, and it is about smaller steps. And part of the reasoning behind why the smaller steps work instead of taking great leaps, although I do leap from time to time, is that our mind can believe a small step is achievable. It doesn't, even though you think consciously, you believe, oh, I can do this big leap now, I can just take it on. The problem is the real underlining true belief that you have will sabotage that. So it's allowing yourself to accept what you want to start doing. And yes, it is about taking the action. And once you take the action, then the momentum will follow. And when you were talking about recognizing, you're actually talking about a self-reflection exercise, yes?
Yes.
Where it's important to start identifying and being honest with yourself. But there comes the judge wanting to start judging you as you're trying to be honest with yourself. But it's important, in order to make that quantum shift, which people don't understand. Quantum energy moves once you come into a place of honesty, intention, integrity with yourself. You move quickly by taking smaller steps.
And everything starts with our vision. When we reflect, we need to find this deep why we want to do something, what's our contribution, what kind of experience we want to have, and what we want to learn. When
Yeah.
we find these reasons and answers, of course, everything starts. We just need some. We need truth. Of course, we need to ask. This is why honesty is so important, to be honest to yourself and then towards
Mhm.
to others, and mirror yourself. Of course, one of the best ways is to have a coach, to have a mentor, to explore your life. And after that, of course, when you know your vision, you you need to work on your identity. When you know your motivation, your why, when you understand your possibilities through your mindset, through your what you want to achieve, you will find how. You will find the best ways and tools how to create results. After that, of course, one of the best ways is to daily or in the morning or in the evening to just write down your thoughts and understand yourself better.
Oh, very true. And the thing is that the hows come. You will be guided as you write yourself up. When you start aligning yourself with yourself, then you don't really have to worry so much about the how-tos. And trust me, I was stuck on that for like 20 plus years on. I kept asking, the universe, how does that, how can I do that again? How can I repeat that? Until eventually they had me write the book, to be clear, and I spelled out the how-tos. Because when you're talking about a goal or you're talking about something even bigger, a dream, a vision that you want, you first have to identify what that you think it may be. But the big thing, once you do that, is all the whys behind it. If the whys can't support it, it's not really the goal that you really want to commit to. And it might not fit your lifestyle at this point in time. So, with being honest, you're able to start dissecting that out in order to allow yourself going into motion. And once you do, the how to start coming. That's just the way it works. But the process is not always smooth. It won't be. It's not meant to be. When you're working out physically and you're retoning and shaping up your body, you have to do the resistance work in order to tone and get the muscle stronger. Well, it's the same thing in life when we take on these different methodologies that seem to feel that they're going to resonate with us, but it doesn't always stay smooth. But this is where to stay positive and understand this is happening for us, not to us.
Yes, of course. And sometimes I love this quote also: slow down to speed up. Sometimes we just need to slow
Exactly.
down. It's better to slow down, or slow is smooth is fast. This is the same thing. Uh, we need to give to ourselves this permission, this space that we explore our thoughts and our emotions, because our thoughts and emotions are connected with our uh, actions, and we create through our action always some new results. And after that, our results change or upgrade our mindset. And this is this cycle. We need
Oh,
to have
absolutely.
this awareness. This is process, and through this process, we usually sometimes we expect some miracles next day, but
Well, they could happen, but not majority speaking. I believe in miracles, but in order for miracles also to happen, you have to be present and you have to take action.
I agree 100%, but for me the life is miracle, even though when
Mhm.
we feel
Yeah.
negative emotions,
Yeah, it
life
is.
is always miracle. Right now we are here, you are we are speaking together. You are from United States, I'm in Croatia. This is miracle for me because we share together this beautiful space. We connect like-minded people. This is for me something that's so valuable, and we don't need anything else. And
No,
this
and
planet,
that's
when
the
when
thing.
you, when
That's
you
the
watch from airplane, for example, when you see this beautiful planet, isn't it? This is miracle for me because our planet is so beautiful that we don't need other some other evidences for this.
No, nature shows us everything that we need to understand and connect with. It's just that when we're outside of ourselves, everything is out there. We're looking out there for the answers. Everything is out there. We're rushing to get this done and that done over there because this is put on us and that's put on us. We get completely, what's a word? Okay, I'm not going to use that word. Disc- disconnected in such a way that parts of us get short-circuited and other parts get completely disconnected. But the truth of it is, we can rewire ourselves and even come with a better connection. People don't even know that the nervous system, even though some nerves may die for many different reasons, okay, the nervous system, allow it when we take these measures, they will reinvent themselves and we will have new neurons that will help us even become a better version. And so that's the goal by focusing, I believe, in mental fitness, in biohacking, understanding that it doesn't just work for the body. When most people are talking about biohacking, they're just talking about the physicality of it. But it goes deeper. It goes into the emotions. It goes into your thought process. It goes into your spirit.
Of course, yes, this is our body is just one layer, and it's not the end. I think that we are almost, I love this word, limitless. Energy is limitless, and there is always some intelligence. We almost everywhere we can find intelligence in our cells, in everywhere outside of us. We see nature is plants, animals. Everywhere is we can find some.
And
Uh,
us,
yes, of
we're
course.
part of nature, and people forget that.
And everything is connected. You can't split this, you know.
No, if any of you out there ever watch Dirk Gently series, a little odd series, but everything's connected. It is the common thread. And the more that we understand that, the more we can understand that by starting to take better care of ourselves, the more we can feel that connection.
This is true. This is true, but we need to practice this, and and it is very, maybe we need to go more in the nature, just walk, run, and movement, because of our works, we sit too much, but we need to replenish and rejuvenate our connection with the nature. This is maybe this is so important goal for our next generations.
It's very important. And the motion, the movement, I mean, we are part biomechanical, which means we must move in order to stay healthy. And the easiest place, and the number one thing, if possible, is walking.
Yes.
If nothing else, is walking. And if you can't walk for whatever reason, moving the body parts that you can is very critical. We have to stay in motion. We're meant to stay in motion. Otherwise, we jam up.
Yes.
Engines in a car are going to break down if you don't run them and start them. And cold weather, it's different. You have to do it more. And hot weather, you don't push it too hard. I mean, we're the same. But if you're so disconnected with yourself, then you can't recognize that yet until you crash and burn about something, which I've done that several times. But I keep recovering faster and faster, recognizing, oh, I did that. I forgot that.
Yes.
And things do happen for that. But we just come back and we come back faster and quicker. And that is ultimately the goal because it's a process. It's not one and done. And yes, practice, apply yourself on a daily basis, small steps. That's the way to win.
And lots of people, they just forget to drink enough water. This is
Oh,
also
that too.
one very simple and important step that we, let's say, when we get up in the morning, that we drink at least half of liter or 1 liter water, because our body is mostly water, and uh, our brain will work better, and we will feel better, and it is simple again.
Oh, absolutely true. A simple thing, when one gets a headache, instead of going for something right away, some sort of pill for your headache, if you drink at least, I mean, not sipping, but just drink right down 8 to 10 ounces of water and wait 10 minutes, a very good chance that headache will go away because that was a sign that you were dehydrated. You don't need meds that mess your body up necessarily. You try this first. If it works, great. If you need a little bit more, first drink another 8 or 12 ounces of water, wait 5 more minutes, and you'll see it will start to subside. And yeah, I have a little checkbox thing because when I get busy on the computer, I do forget to drink enough water. I have my water around me, but sometimes it's not going to be enough. So I do keep constant reminders. And one of the major reasons why first thing in the morning is because of the processes that our body goes through while we're sleeping. So we need to flush out the toxins. And that can't happen if we're not drinking the water to flush it out.
Yes, I agree, 100%
So
with
that
you.
is a quick, believe it or not, folks, that is a quick biohacking to do. You're detoxifying yourself and you're hydrating yourself. Two very important elements. Our goal is to help empower you in such a way that you know that you're the one in control of yourself. You have choice. It is about choice. And you have all these amazing free things that you can do to improve your performance, your health, your creativity, obviously your positivity, which you start glowing and shedding light, and you just start spreading that out there. And you start having more things in your life that you desire instead of the things that you don't. Because no matter what, whether you're conscious of it or not, you're always the creative being. That's who we were created divinely as creators. This happens. So this is why it is so important to start understanding and doing self-reflection, because that's how you're going to get there.
Yes.
Is there any last word that you would love to give to the audience, Nikola?
Oh, my mantra is I'm free, and this is my wish from my heart, that we find this freedom in ourselves, and that we really believe more in life, in life force, and that we bring more love, joy for us and for our families, for our friends, for our communities, for this beautiful planet, and that we just practice more. Because I love to say that age is just a number. No, we can do lots of things through our lifetime, and we need to do this. This is our duty. This is our responsibility. This is the reason why we have our conscious, we have our awareness. We need to use this opportunity and possibility. And every time, of course, when we feel some negative energy, let's practice how to understand our judge, our accomplice saboteurs, and just intercept them, preempt them, stop, and bring the present moment through the PQ reps.
Mm-hmm.
Let's practice more PQ reps and explore what is the gift in this situation. What is the gift? Because every situation in our life brings some gift, opportunity for inspiration, for new knowledge or new strength. This is for me, and may the force be with you. It was my pleasure to be with you, and greetings to my family. They're my biggest support and my fans, and because they are in Gospic and I now am in Zagreb. Greetings to my Maro, to my Nika, and my beautiful wife Ivana. And
Well,
and
thank you. That is just beautiful. And just so you know, it has been an honor and a privilege to have you here now during this time. And for those that didn't get to see us live, on the replay, we will be putting in the description contact information for Nikola. And if you want to know more and do some interactive workshop on source energy, This next Thursday, the 27th, 7 p.m., I am doing a workshop for you. Source Energy, the spiritual science, and it is a science, to design reality. So
Thank you.
we wish you all the most blessings and beautiful health. Remember to breathe. Remember the PQ tips, 10 seconds. It's in your control. You can make the changes, small steps, and we will see you next time. And thank you for being with us. And God bless everyone.
Thank you, Karina.
Thank you, Nikola. And thank you, everybody, for being with us. We're off. You can
Oh.